So, yeah. Excuse me. My ass hang out. And again. And again and again and again, I guess. No. Shit. Smoking, start out not for children. Don't do it. You don't need to be that adult yet. But it is, at the end of the day, a spirit medicine. It's not like it's just because, imperialism came in and harshed the mellow in the way that imperialism always does, and turned it into a profit-making company with companies that are fucking with adding toxic chemicals and then tweaking the levels to make you addicted and more addicted and to keep you coming back. Which, the downside is sometimes it's not quite as good a product and it's just not satisfying, and they do that on purpose. Fuck you. I am, I guess, more like here. And still not. I can get my toes, I guess. That's fine. How's that? Now I'm losing my head. I'm losing my head. Everyone keeps calling me crazy. It's driving me fucking nuts. Alright. But, it's bad for you. It, certainly stains your teeth, makes your breath stink, makes your clothes stink, makes everything around you stink. But, I don't know, it's not the worst stink in my mind. There was a 5 and dime store, which was a true value in Honey Falls back in the day, called the 5 and dime store, which, I expect may have been called that after such a time as it was actually 5 and 10 cents, or it might have been their, legacy from being a 5 and dime store. But it was a hardware store with toys and stuff like that. It was a cool place. Don't know where I was going with that, but oh yeah, it always smelled like tobacco generally, because this was back when smoking was fucking legal, and America was free. The nostalgia times of the 70s that no one really, I guess there's some tributes to the 70s, but that's, I was born in the beginning of that shit, and I lived through most of it. I remember a lot of it, and, it was a cool decade. I really liked the fucking leisure suits and the, out there fashion, which, not everybody got, but everyone at least had this, striped, crew socks or sweat socks, we call them. They just call them sweat socks. But, and, you could get, different color stripes that, you could either not care or, be like, whatever. I like my yellow stripes, but nonetheless, the clothes were fabulous, and clothes are fabulous in general, like the 80s style, the 90s style, the aught style. Now that you can just, have a mix and match sample of any style you fucking want, it's amazing. Although, like, the blue hair that used to be cred goggles is now, it's so ubiquitous, it's not even really trying. Like, you're not even a freak if you have blue hair, which is fucking fine. Just because millions of Elvis fans, just because 50 million people love Elvis doesn't make them all wrong. But anyway, I don't know. This is, anyone who's offended by this really needs to get the fuck out of my business, really. Like, this is just the foliage in Nunya, and I'd give you a tour sometimes, but I just don't fucking care, and I don't understand why you do. But whatever. I'm like, it's hard to, like, really, do the no infidels in the temple. It's like jazz. If you don't know, I can't tell you. like, my sexuality is fucking none of your business. You know, I mean, if you want to know, ask, and maybe I'll. But don't come at me like, the fuck is wrong with you? What are you? You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. No. You're pick a side, boy, girl. You know what we mean by boy. You know what we mean by girl. One of my early experiences with a shrink was he wanted me to draw a picture, like a drawing of a boy and a girl, and I was probably like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, something like that, and I was having emotional problems because my family beat the shit out of me and treated me like dog shit all the time, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. I just seemed upset, and yeah, so I'm supposed to draw a boy and a girl. So what? You want, like, girl has long hair and a skirt, boy has short hair and pants. Is that what we're doing? Because I don't really, I don't want to sign on for that shit. Fuck you. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to live your life. Don't tell me how to live my life. Don't tell me what to do. Repression is always brought about by people with politics and attitudes like you. In the words of the prophet Anne Clark. But, shit, I mean, take care of yourself, be good to yourself, forgive yourself, love yourself, and whatever the fucking details of that are, anyone else who has some kind of problem, that's going to have to be a them problem. And hopefully it doesn't become a you problem, and if it is, I hope you get through it, man, because that is really fucking tough when you're trying to just live your damn life. And people keep coming by and telling you you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. What do you mean I'm doing it wrong? Let me cook food I want to eat. How is that something that you got to yuck my yum for? I'm just eating food. I like food. I like what I make. In all honesty, I like, because I guess at this point I'm a flexitarian, sure, because I feel so much sympathy. My heart bleeds for all of those fragile meat eaters who get so offended by my not eating meat in their presence. I mean, they just they start, proselytizing about the cult of bacon, which is fine, love your bacon, but man, that shit's loud, and you're here for it, that's great, that's fine. But, the smell of burning, rotting flesh is not everybody's cup of tea. I mean, I can see the appeal, but hopefully less rot so you don't have to cook the hell out of it. But, whatever, do what you gotta do. I know people who don't think it's a meal unless there's beef in it. I don't want no beef. Where's the beef? Keep it somewhere else. Keep your beef to yourself, brah. Why you gotta make it my beef? I gotta eat beef? Damn. Whatever. If I must, sure. I wouldn't want to offend you though. I'll eat some beef. But, shit, I don't want to make it too much. That shit bad for your arteries. Clogs your arteries, gives you freaking hypertension, high blood sugar, blood pressure, and all that kind of happy horse shit. It's probably got chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer or some shit like that. I don't know. Do I need to do them all? I don't want to do them all. Fuck it. Yeah, I've got this Sound of Tomorrow temporary tattoo that I was told, like, oh shit, don't, it's hard to get off. I mean, it comes off with rubbing alcohol, it's fine. But if not, it's like kind of a henna tattoo that, I'm having a mind bomb blow off, and until this thing wears off, then I don't have to do anything I don't want to fucking do. And it's just like, I'm going to pull out my tattoo gun and leave it there so I don't ever have to do anything that I don't want to do. Because, so the heir apparent at the foundry, his dad built the company, and he'd come in wearing sandals, and it was like a pretty hardcore OSHA thing. But, OSHA regulations were flaunted, but I'd ask him if those were steel-tip sandals. lungs because it was a steel toe boot kind of, area. And we all should have been wearing respirators, but if anyone's ever worn a respirator, like 30 minutes of that is a long time. And basically, the people in the cast and cleanup insisted we keep the door closed as much as possible because there's no reason they should have to breathe the air from the environment that we work in all fucking day. And wearing respirators, like wearing the just regular N95s, it's so fucking hot in there, man. And yeah, I know it's killing me. Just about every big container of chemicals had like half a dozen, it was, a lot of flammable. Definitely everything would fuck with your respiratory system, and there must have been dozens there. I really would like to see the OSHA book for that, as far as like all the things I was doing to myself just by breathing, like the plaster dust alone. The sun would come through like a sunbeam of just like, these washy clouds that are just everywhere. In the Raiders of the Lost Ark, when you see all the dust in the warehouse where they stuck the Ark of the Covenant and shit like that. But I mean, you only live once. You're gonna die somehow, and you might get hit by a bus, and fuck it. And don't tell me what to do, man. Man, stick can't bring me down and all that. But I mean, I used to cough up a lot of interesting shit. My snot was extra. But so the heir apparent, I only worked there for 6-8 months or something like that. But it was really wild to have like paid time off. I don't even understand. Like I would not, I'd call them and say, I'm taking a PTO day, and I would get paid and not have to go to work. It was so cool. And I had health insurance. That was kind of nice too. But yeah, I still was, there was wage theft involved. Whatever. So I don't know. It's I got like in one of my moods, and I got a little crazy, and I worked my fucking ass off at that place. But I started talking some shit. My mouth got me into trouble, and had to have some harsh conversations with the owner. But he was just like, "Do you love working here? Do you love what you do? Because if you don't love what you do, why are you doing it?" And I'm just like, I can imagine I would love if my dad would gift me a company, and I could run around and have people kiss my ass all over the country, probably the world, trying to sell me shit, and maybe send some high praise hoes at me, and like all the things that they do, like the VIP treatment when someone's trying to get you to, move hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever. It's just like, wow, that perk is mind-blowing, and it's really hard to experience that without getting, some pretty dirty ego shit. But, it doesn't suck. Like, when I worked in San Francisco, I beat them up. Like, the industry treatment there, going to Iron Horse, which is an amazing champagne house in Sonoma. I think it's Russian River Valley, but whatever. That place is like the Grand Wasp matriarch of the family, who must have been in her 80s. Still, she didn't move very fast because she didn't have to, but I kind of think she could have. She was fit, and she was keeping it tight, But she walked us through her formal dining room that had let's call it 18 chairs, and was bragging about the elephant tusk chair that were elephants that her great grandfather hunted, and people did that for sport, sure, and it's illegal now, which I'm kind of okay with, because elephants are super cool. And they use their tusks. That's, dude, you like a gorilla hand ashtray, really? Oh my god, whatever. How about a monkey's paw, brah? Yeah, so if you don't love, dude, I work in a fucking foundry for like $18 an hour. because I need the $18 an hour. It's not because I love working in a fountain. And I thought it was pretty cool. It was, that was, got a nice little baptismal mark from when the molten aluminum got poured down my boots, which I continued to leave, untied enough that I could kick them off without sitting down and spending freaking 5 minutes tugging at them. But whatever, yeah, that wasn't safe, and I've got a scar to prove that that's the kind of thing that will burn you, and it did. No, it's fine. I like scars, so whatever. But because I love the smell of my own fart. Yeah, sure. Fuck off, all right? Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm not gonna stop, but I guess I'll do my nail polish later, because right now I want to do my makeup. And again, this is not something that boys do. This is, I'm gender fluid, but really, I just feel like we live in a post-gender world. Like, we don't need 30 different designations for what kind of microculture, intersectional identity that you have, unless you want to say it, and that's fine, if you really want to, live and express a particular identity, and that identity sculpting is pretty much like a hobby to a full-time job, to your full life is about being who you are, which, I mean, is that so wrong? Really? Come on, man. So what do I have here? I have some lipstick, and I gotta do more of a mirror dealio here. I got some really filthy teeth. I really need those white strips, or really that laser cleaning, or just any cleaning, just a trip to the dentist. It's just, that's at least $100 that, do I want to spend $100 getting my teeth? Yes, I do. I should. I absolutely should. I understand that. Not a lifestyle decision I'd recommend, combined with the smoking and the coffee and the tea, and really my DOC is red wine, but I like most of them anyways. Oh, is this back? So now my mirror mode is backwards. And this is going to be like Robert Smith anyway, so that's fine. Maybe like the Joker too. Why not? Sideways, smirky, halfway, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. That might be fine for now. And then since I really usually like to do this with eyeliner, and I know I can find my eyeliner, but I'm just gonna do this with Sharpie for shits and giggles. And again, I will certainly look weird, and I hopefully won't give my dad a heart attack, like when he picked me up from college and told me to take that shit off your face while I cried. Well, all right, Dad, yes, I will kowtow you one more time, you fucking asshole. I mean, that's all right? It doesn't really matter, does it? And, oh, I don't know. I mean, this is not, I'm not necessarily, so this, literally try fucking, I don't know, try anything, it's all right, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I probably just, I mean, the thing is, without like, I'm used to doing this literally in a mirror, and I've got mirror mode switched off on my selfie thing for, I don't know, aesthetic reasons or something like that. Whatever. Okay. I don't need anything else. That's fine. Just wipe the shit off on the shirt. And that might stain, but you know, I like my scars. I like my stains. I wouldn't wear anything I couldn't wipe my hands on. I don't know. Is that good for now? There's so much more, but I don't even have my eyeshadow and all that kind of shit. Fuck it. More earrings? Nah, not yet. Alright. No. Nope. Derp. Herp. Derp.